My dad used to, they used to like to go hunting. People used to like to go hunting. So they went in groups. And, and they went down to the woods. Now it's all underwater. But, of course, there was a deer and, and different animals that they, uh, fairy chickens and all that, so. And, of course, and then they used to have cattle. You have so many cattle. They used to have you had to have uh, before you can kill one of your cows, a permit. And on their, on their ID on there, on there. But you had a certain brand, but they always had an ID on there. But you had to have a permit, if you wanted to kill. And then, of course, they made dried meat. I was going to say dagach, Indian word. Yeah, they made that, and then they put it away, and then of course you cook it with other things, and then of course you got your corn and you got your squash, and they dried squash. I could see my very thin, and they had the scalpel. What I remember, they had the scalpel. I says, oh, I'm so glad that that I'm able to see what they do. My mother and my grandmothers, and they dried the squash, and then they put it up there, and they dried, and then of course there's the choke cherries. They had a little stone. This is going way back. Yeah, little stone, and it had a little. I suppose for doing that all the time, it made a little dent in there, and then they have that, and they made little patties, and they put that up out there too, and then corn. They put the corn on some wood. Oh, and they put the corn all on there, and they just started the fire, and then we had to husk them, and then they clip the corn off the, and then they dried them too. I imagine these other tribes probably had the same technique, So, yeah, so that's what they survivals. I imagine of a long time ago, what they did, to survive, during the winter time beside their dry meat and other things that they had put up, during the summertime.